Disney Storybook Collection. Disney's The Jungle Book. Long ago, deep in the jungles of India, there lived a wise black panther named Bagheera. One day, as Bagheera walked along the river, he saw something surprising. A baby. It was lying in a boat that had crashed onto shore. Why, it's a man cub, the panther said to himself. Bagheera took the child to the den of a nearby wolf family. The mother had just had pups, and Bagheera hoped she would take care of the man cub. The panther placed the baby near the den and stepped away. After a few quick sniffs, the mother wolf accepted the boy and named him Mowgli. For 10 years, Mowgli lived with the wolves and was very happy. He loved his family and he was a favorite among the other jungle animals. But there was one jungle creature who did not like Mowgli. It was Shere Khan, a strong and cunning tiger. He had just returned to that part of the jungle. Shere Khan feared nothing but man's gun and man's fire. He had heard of the young man cub and believed that Mowgli would grow up to be a hunter. Shere Khan wanted to make sure that did not happen. One night, the wolf elders met at Council Rock to discuss the tiger's return. He will surely kill the boy, Akela, the wolf leader, told the council. Then he announced that Mowgli would have to leave the jungle. When Bagheera heard the decision, he offered to help. I know a man village where he'll be safe, he told the wolves. So be it, Akela said. There is no time to lose. Bagheera and Mowgli started out on their journey. We'll spend the night here, the panther said, after a while. The pair settled down to sleep on a tree branch. They were both very tired and drifted off to sleep quickly. Just then, Kaa the snake appeared. He thought Mowgli would make a tasty treat. Using his hypnotic eyes, Kaa put Mowgli in a trance. Then he wrapped the man cub in his coils. Bagheera awoke and saw what was happening. He quickly jumped up and hit the snake on the head. Smack! With a bruised head and an empty belly, Kaa slithered away. Mowgli was safe for now. The next morning, Mowgli and Bagheera were awakened by loud rumbling and shaking. A parade! Mowgli shouted. He swung down from the tree to get a better look. It was a parade of elephants. Colonel Hathi, their leader, was in the front giving orders and keeping everyone in line. Mowgli wanted to march too. He saw a baby elephant and ran over to join him. Now Mowgli was really having fun, but soon Colonel Hathi made them stop and line up for inspection. When he saw Mowgli, he asked, "What happened to your trunk?" Then he realized that Mowgli wasn't an elephant. "A man cub!" he cried. Bagheera came to Mowgli's rescue. "The man cub is with me," he told the colonel. "I'm taking him back to his village." When Hathi heard this, he calmed down and began to march again. After the elephants left, Bagheera told Mowgli they had to keep moving. But the man cub was having fun and didn't want to leave the jungle. "Then from now on, you're on your own," the panther told him. Mowgli walked off and soon met a fun-loving bear named Baloo. They played together, sang together, and ate bananas and coconuts all day long. Later, the two new friends floated down the river. Suddenly, a group of monkeys swooped down and picked Mowgli up. "Give me back my man cub!" shouted Baloo. But the monkeys ignored the bear and carried Mowgli to their leader, King Louie. King Louie wanted to learn how to make fire, and he figured the man cub could teach him. Mowgli didn't know anything about making fire, though. He could not help Louie, and that made the king very angry. In the meantime, Baloo found Bagheera. They searched for Mowgli and arrived just in time to save the man cub. Baloo disguised himself as an ape and started dancing with Louie. Soon all the monkeys were dancing. But when Baloo's costume fell off, the monkeys realized they've been tricked. Baloo, Bagheera, and Mowgli quickly ran away to safety. Later that night, Bagheera tried to convince Mowgli that the jungle was too dangerous for a young man cub. But Mowgli still didn't believe him, and he ran away again, right into Kaa. The snake was just about to make Mowgli into a snack when Shere Khan interrupted. While Kaa and the tiger talked, Mowgli escaped and ran deep into the jungle. Mowgli was finally all alone, but he was sad and tired. The man cub sat down on a rock to rest. Soon, 4 vultures flew down and started to tease him. But when they saw how lonely he was, they decided to be nicer. Just then, Shere Khan appeared. The vultures got scared and flew away quickly. But Mowgli did not move. "You don't scare me, Shere Khan," he said bravely. Shere Khan lunged at the man cub, his razor-sharp claws flashing. But Baloo, who had been looking everywhere for Mowgli, arrived just in time. The bear grabbed Shere Khan by the tail and pulled him away from his friend. The vultures came back, picked up Mowgli, and flew him to a tree. Suddenly, A bolt of lightning struck nearby and started a small fire. Mowgli climbed down from the tree, grabbed a burning branch, and snuck up behind Shere Khan. He tied the branch to Shere Khan's tail. The terrified tiger ran away, never to be seen again. Mowgli had saved the day. Once again, Mowgli walked through the jungle with Baloo and Bagheera. All of a sudden, the man cub heard a new and beautiful sound. It was a girl from the man village singing sweetly. When Mowgli tried to impress the girl, she smiled at him and began to head toward the village. He followed her and turned to wave goodbye to Baloo and Bagheera. The bear and panther watched Mowgli leave. Their man cub had found his true home at last, but they knew he would never forget his jungle friends.